All right, we are back. The Change of Plans podcast. It's Joe and Vinny doing that thing. It's a Tuesday, and we don't normally do a show on Tuesday, but
we're doing it.
Vinny had a wedding to go to last Thursday, which we're going to dive into that in a hot minute. Yeah.
I don't know if we're doing that.
Why else are we doing a podcast if we're not going to dive into that?
Fine, we'll do it.
And now Thursday, I was supposed to look at all the viewers already. You were like, no one's going to watch us on a Tuesday.
Viewers. You better keep them interested, Joe.
I'm going to keep them interested.
Take your shirt off.
I'm in the middle of a great story. Look at this. Ryan's in San Francisco.
Jesus, pay attention to your wife on vacation and stop watching us, bro.
Speaking of,
Jesus,
this Thursday's my wife's birthday. And it's also my daughter's step-up ceremony from elementary to middle school. And I was supposed to do a work party, which my wife was like, you're not doing that. So that's out.
That's out, dude. You got a big day Thursday.
So Thursday was all filled up. And I said, I don't want to go 2 weeks without the pod.
Our listeners can't function without us. So we're here.
Here we are.
Yeah. So Jackson Ryan Creative, otherwise known as just Ryan. He did a cross-country trip right now with Natasha, who is like my main paralegal. Like, she runs the office, and she's been out of my office now. It's gonna be a week and a half. So I hope you're enjoying your trip, Ryan. I'm just letting you know.
How's it been going at the office?
I don't even need her anymore. So
no.
Feel free to stay out there.
What?
Yeah. Happy anniversary to you too. She don't got a job.
Sounds like you got Wally pipped.
I don't even know what that means.
Do you know who Lou Gehrig is? It was just Lou Gehrig Day, by the way, a couple of days ago. You know Lou Gehrig's disease?
No, never heard of him.
You've never heard of Lou Gehrig's disease or Lou Gehrig?
No, he's an NBA player?
I'm going to smack your face in. He's literally right over your shoulder.
Did he play for the Sox?
Played for the New York Yankees, the Iron Horse. And he replaced this fellow one day. Wally Pipp was the Yankees' first baseman, and he had a headache. And so he was like, hey, I don't want to play today. I got this headache. And they were like, Lou, suit up there, Lou. And Lou Gehrig played 2,130 games in a row after that.
Yeah, but maybe Pipp would have lived a little bit longer, so he could have got a couple more games out of him. It's not too soon, bro. That dude's been dead for a while.
He has been dead for a long time. He did consider himself somehow the luckiest man on the face of the earth, which I'll be honest, I've never.
Yeah, I don't think he was that lucky because he died.
Yeah, a lucky person wouldn't have died of a disease named after him.
And it's not a good one either. It's not like one you want to go out with.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what happened.
It sounds like Natasha heard what you said.
Whatever.
And also, I was wondering who was commenting as me. That is my daughter. All right.
So we're back at it. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
We're here. We're going to get it done. We're going to do some work. And, it's early in the week, so I'm in a good mood.
All right. So tell us about the wedding.
Yeah, we did this 4:00 black tie wedding in Long Island. Let me just let that sink.
Who does that, by the way?
So I will say top-notch wedding, like food, too much food, like a whole dessert room, like the whole nine. Like, it was amazing. And the bride and groom were quite lovely, but I've never seen a groom cry so much.
Oh, no.
Like, I mean, he was very emotional. And so I'm sitting out in the sun in my tux, and the sun is beating down. And I think the vows took like 17 minutes for him. I'm not exaggerating, by the way. He had a notebook and he read and the worst part is, never mind that I was sweating through my tux. My wife turns to me after and was like, I don't think you love me that much.
Wow.
And my response was, I don't.
That's fair.
Well, because it just makes all the rest of us look bad. Like, imagine if someone was like, hey, Joe, you have to tell something to your wife for 17 straight minutes and how much you love your wife.
I went with comedy.
Yes. But yes, other than, I mean, I shouldn't say other than that because the guy's clearly happy, but like, I couldn't even believe it. Like, got choked up, like anything happened. She was crying, but it was a great wedding, good music. So one half was like a Jewish family, the other half was like Puerto Rican, and I think like some type of other Spanish mix. Like, so it just ended up becoming like an Italian wedding.
That's funny.
And great music. It was just a really good time. I had a couple too many tequilas, and thank God I didn't have to take a breathalyzer for my Zoom court appointments the next day. But it was a good time. My wife loves to dance, so it was my favorite thing. She was out there just in her element, you know. But I felt kind of weird too because there was a bunch of like, so the bride's father's an attorney I know, so like a bunch of his law partners were there, like the owner of the law firm. And I'm clearly the only attorney out there just running out there to DMX every time he was played, like just wiling out. But it was a good time. But yeah, that 4:00 time was tough. But you know, I got through it, had a good time, made the best of it. My wife got dialed up. She looked dynamite. I looked really good. I mean, I was holding it down.
We saw the picture.
You saw it, dude.
We all saw it. Everybody saw it. You did. She looked great.
Yeah, she always does. It's mad annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hoping I wake up one day and she's just ugly. Not permanently, just like one ugly
for the day.
Just for the day. But it was a good time. Set me back a little bit at work, but I had a good time. It was a busy weekend though. We had that, and then we just had a bunch of stuff going on. Kid had his baseball banquet on Sunday. Got a little golf in on Sunday. Trying to deal with the college stuff. Placed the dog on Saturday, a little Chihuahua.
No.
Yeah, a little
Where
Chihuahua. Out in Enfield. Nice lady, but then you go to drop the dog off. The lady's like older, like 75, and I'm like, this dog's gonna outlive this lady.
Yikes.
But that was good. The dog needed a home, little Chihuahua that had just had a couple puppies. But yeah, it was a good time overall. Just I'm a little tired. But
no one didn't see it in regards to your photo.
Oh, shut up, Ryan.
That's a good one, Ryan.
Ryan's mad because he texted me today, and I haven't texted him back yet because I'm a bad friend.
You know, one of the things about doing live stuff, be it radio or podcasting, is when you're trying to like dodge somebody,
you can't.
It's really hard to do that. They can always kind of pin you down.
I know.
He'll get back to you, Ryan.
Yeah, I will. It was on my to-do list after I got done with my
He walked in and he was like, I'm not texting this fucker back.
Oh yeah. So it was good. How was your week? Oh, wait. We gotta talk too before we get to your weeks. I really don't care about it, but I was just trying to keep you included.
I didn't do anything anyway.
Yeah, it's just more bragging about how awesome Joe's life is, and he's always happy, and he probably told someone off at work and really made his point across, and now he feels much better, and he had a great wiffle ball game. Summed it up in about 15 seconds.
I'll have you know, I actually went 0 for 10 with 9 strikeouts, dropped a crucial fly ball on the warning track. My team lost both of its games.
Wow.
I think you could see I've been sleeping on the couch. Yeah, no, maybe I've got problems. Do you want to say something else, or?
Yeah, but it's wiffle ball problems, dude. It doesn't.
No, what do you mean it's wiffle ball problems?
Did I tell you my kid made All-State? In real baseball?
Yeah, in baseball.
Oh,
that shit's easy.
We did you reach out to that person you wanted to reconnect with? That's what I wanted to ask.
I did.
Did you now, or are you just lying to us, Joe?
I did.
How did it go?
Extremely well. Reconnected.
You can't lie to me, Joe.
Why would I lie?
Because there's always a story when something actually happens, and then when you're just trying to pawn it off and be like, "Yeah, I did it," and then you look at me.
Yeah, I called him up. I was like, "Hey, listen, it's been a while," and he was like, "Hey, it's great to hear your voice."
Mm-hmm.
And listen, bygones, and
you had the bygone conversation.
Yeah, bygones, be bygones.
I hate when people say that.
I'm the one that said it.
I don't even know if I can spell bygones. How do you spell bygones?
BYGONES. BYGONES.
How do you know how to spell it? Because I've never had to write down that word in my life. Like,
when I scripted this out earlier, I was like, wait, bygones?
I did reach out to my former best man, so that was good. We're gonna get together, do a couple drinks.
We should all get together, the four of us.
And then I met up with a couple. That'd be fun, actually. The Bygone group. That'll be the new podcast. The Bygones.
The bygones.
And
the
then,
bygones be bygones.
So oddly enough, I had another friend from my past reach out again. Was like, "Hey, we're watching the UFC fight on Saturday," and he's one of those guys we talk every once in a while, whatever. So I show up, good time, but it was like I jumped into like a hot tub time machine. Like you get there, and there may have been some. Hold on one second. My wife's calling. I'm gonna pick up during.
Oh my God!
My podcast.
Oh my
Hold
God!
on.
This guy.
Hello. Hello.
Where are you?
I'm doing my podcast. You're on. Say hi to everybody.
I hope whatever it is, it's bad news.
I know you're doing it this early.
Yeah, the party got. I guess it was a family party. But say hi to everybody. You're on the national.
Obviously,
airwaves.
she's not watching the podcast.
She doesn't watch live.
I don't watch it live.
All right.
What's up, Claudia?
All right, I was wondering what happened. Okay, you can tell me later.
Oh, I'll just tell you on the podcast. Just listen to it.
Great.
Okay, bye.
Love when all my dirty laundry gets aired. Okay.
All right, bye.
Oh, there you have it. She
There you
says
have it.
she loves when her dirty laundry gets aired.
So let's air some shit.
That's a whole segment coming up now.
Yeah. So I show up at my buddy's house. Real nice guy. Love the dude. And it was like, I mean, it was kind of like a room like this, same like wooden decor, and there's just weed and bags of candy everywhere. And I'm like, we're still doing this. I don't know, it just felt kind of weird. Like I didn't partake because I had a baseball banquet the next morning. But it was like I never left.
How was that going to affect you at night?
Because I have to get up early.
Uh-huh.
I wake up, be responsible. Get to the banquet, go to the gym.
You think some candy's going to make you stay up all night?
No, it's the weed, bro.
Got to eat the indica.
But no,
That'd be your problem. Is that I think you're eating the sativa. You want to.
But no, it was good. The whole point was it was really good to reconnect with everybody. So I did I know that was our assignment. And I literally, my best man, like, I don't even think he knew I got like remarried, had a stepson, like the whole shebang. I haven't talked to him in like 15 years. So it was a little bit wild.
Oh, wow. That is pretty wild.
Yeah. He's not into like social media and stuff. He likes to listen to vinyl and watch DVDs.
Not a podcast fan.
Yeah. Which was weird. So I'm like, well, what are you doing? He's like, same stuff. Play music, watch DVDs and listen to vinyl records. And I'm like, we're 45, bro.
What's this dude's name? I would hang out.
Steve Driver.
Yeah, I'll hang out with Steve. You want to hang out with my guy? I'll hang out with yours.
What's the deal with your guy?
He doesn't do shit because he has to get up in the morning.
Like, what does he do?
What do you mean? What does he do? Like professionally?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't ask him. I think he just works.
And could you just say, hey, it's Joe, bygones be bygones and hang up?
Yeah. Well, you know what? So this is funny too. Because Saturday, my wife wanted to hang out, and I got invited by a buddy of mine who I haven't seen in like 5 months.
Okay.
And we had a little tiff, and then we made up, and then I got my job, and so it's been hard. He lives like an hour from here. And so he texted me and he was like, do you want to come over and watch the UFC? Because that's our favorite thing together. And I couldn't.
Family man.
I wanted to.
But you didn't.
No, I couldn't ask.
But I was, so it got me thinking too, right? So, we try to put like work into our relationships. Well, at least I do. Right. I have to work. I'm not as good as Joe is. So.
Oh, I work at my relationships every day. I'm not like super great at relationships.
Good.
I got to put in effort like everybody else.
But
listen, I don't know if you know this or not. I put my pants on one leg at a time.
I don't.
While floating in the air.
Yeah.
Come on.
So, but like, it's funny because I don't think we put like that much time into like friendships, right? Like, so you have marriage counseling, which one for all you people thinking about going to marriage counseling, don't fucking do it. Like I hate marriage counseling. I think it's just the worst.
My wife and I went and we got kicked out.
Yeah, so here's my point, and then we'll
Got
get
the
back
boot.
to the friendship thing. But here's my beef with marriage counseling, right? Because I hear it from my clients all the time as they're getting a divorce when we're doing marriage counseling. And I always ask, how is that going? And they're like, it's horrible, right? Because people will go in with some jabroni therapist, and it's like, here's a list of shit I hate about you.
Yes.
Right? It's the criticism, right?
Listen, and once you get over the stuff that they're pissed about currently,
Yeah.
then it's like, oh, well, we're making some headway. And then they're like, 6 months ago, here's some shit. And it's like, that's like, come on.
But
we're not past that yet, really?
But I think the point is that instead of like going in there with a list of criticisms that the other person is just going to hear, and now you're already in the shitstorm of an argument because you're already prepping on, well, here's all the shit I hate about you. It's just, you should really discuss, okay, this is how I'm feeling in our relationship, right? Not an attack, but just, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is my perception of it. And then have a discussion, right? But I always try to tell people, unless you're working on yourself, right? Like, and getting your shit in order, like, you can't work on yourself and work on the relationship. Like, when people say, well, happy wife, happy life, I can't fucking stand that saying, right? It should be happy me, happy her. Because, right, if I'm in a good mood and I'm in a good place, then things typically fall in line. So when you're going to marriage counseling, it's like X, Y, and Z, and you're just firing off shots. Like, no human being's going to sit there and be like, yeah, I'm just going to take this fucking shrapnel and just have a discussion about it. You're going to be on the defense. So that's just my spiel about marriage counseling. So, like, unless you're working on yourself first and you're just going to go and instead just, we're going to go do counseling together, it's never going to work. So if you guys are thinking about going to marriage counseling or you're going, just give up now and work on yourself first.
Just get a divorce is what Vinny's saying.
No. Don't do divorce. Joe, I'm a big proponent of it. Shut up, Ryan. Can't stand that Ryan Aldridge.
Ryan says he'd rather listen to Claudia.
Well, everyone wants to listen to my wife, okay? But like what I was trying to get at is, like, so you have these marriage counseling, you have all these things to like really work on your marriage. You don't have anything to work on like your friendship. Like, people are just so quick to toss away like your friendship, right? You guys have beefs, like whatever the case may be, or you just step apart. That's why I really liked our exercise, is that no matter what the beef is, just reach out. Maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't. But at some point, that person had value to your life. So instead of just like, well, fuck it, I'm going to trade in for a new friend, put a little bit of work on, right? Like, me and Ryan Aldrich we're good friends until tonight. But I've decided to move on.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't bring value to my life.
He said just hire him.
Who?
Ryan Aldrich.
No, he's the worst.
Said just hire. Well, he wants to be hired.
I'm not.
Is that so wrong? I'm going to a party on Friday night.
Is it in LA?
No. I don't know if I think I told you this a couple weeks ago. I've been working with this lady. I don't know why I called her a lady.
A lady of the night?
No, she's my age. I don't know why I called her a lady. That's
how old they're getting.
Weird thing to say. Yeah. I've been friends with this woman for 20 years. Okay. And we've worked together in numerous places, and we currently work together.
Is this the one you went over the house and then you were afraid about going to the house?
No, well, I was joking. It's now it's actually happening. It's Friday night, and I RSVP'd I was going, and we were talking about it this morning. And yeah, you know what? Why not? Why not?
Look at you progressing.
That's nice, because you got to work on friendships. We've gotten to be particularly really good friends in the last year.
Yeah.
And we've never hung out outside of work. And we're like work friends. You get along really well. And
Are you bringing the wife?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. No, it's not a date. Jesus Christ.
I didn't know if you guys were that cool.
No. Yeah. No. It's she's got a boyfriend, and there's another woman we work with and her boyfriend, and then another lady and her boyfriend.
Dude, this is a big social circle for you.
No,
Joe.
There's like I think there's going to be about 10, 12 people.
Are you bringing something to the party?
I'm bringing devil dogs. And so the party is my friend
like devil
recently
dogs like the tree, like the cakes.
the cakes. My friend recently lost her dog.
Okay, does she need a new one? I have a dog rescue. She need a new dog.
We could talk about that. She
You ask her?
needs the recovery time.
No, she doesn't.
And she wants the party is to bring good vibes to the house because she feels like since her dog died, she's in need of vibes.
Yo, bring a puppy.
I should. Anyway, it's dog themed. She's making hot dogs, and there's like dog. It's like a dog themed.
Yo, that's weird.
No, it's not.
No, because like now, like your dog died, and now you're just gonna eat food. Like have dogs in it. Like that's weird.
It's a tribute to the dog.
So you're gonna eat dog things.
No, things that are like named after dogs.
You said that out loud.
And then I said, I'll bring devil dogs. And everybody was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I was gonna unwrap them all and just bring them on a tray, but people said that would be weird.
No, you unwrap them and put a toothpick in it. Bro.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
That's what I would do.
Just bring a tray, right? And on the tray is opened devil dogs with a toothpick in it.
No, you do like
you walk around
like that nice paper like with cannolis.
Yeah,
like a little cupcake wrapper. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's cool.
But yeah, I'm
like
branching out. I'm branching out, and
like
yeah, I'm gonna go to a party.
Yeah, dude. I got the kids' high school graduation tomorrow.
That's awesome.
And I'm not gonna videotape it.
Good, don't. Just watch it. You'll
gonna...
never forget it.
That's true. But yeah, so he's graduating. Then I got graduation parties. I got that stupid wedding on Saturday.
Wait, you're going to a graduation party?
I was supposed to go to one tonight. Yeah, one of his friends' parties. And I got one of his friends' parties on Saturday. What's up? Is that weird?
Yeah, you're not supposed to go to the parties.
Yeah, but I got invited.
Were they like, oh, Vin, you should come too? Or like,
yeah, I actually got an invitation in the mail. That's right. I'm him. What, dude? Like, I'm on, like, you don't understand. I got my ear to the streets, dude. There's nothing weird about a 45-year-old man being at a high school graduation party.
Nicole said, my oldest dog, I have to put him down, I think, rough 24 hours, but not thinking devil dogs would make me feel better. No, that's fair.
Nicole. Wow.
The dog died like 2 months ago.
Oh, she's ready for a new one.
Possibly.
Yeah, why don't I just bring a little, it won't be a puppy, be just like a dog. You just be like, I had to watch this dog. And then
just leave it there.
That's how you do it. Once it gets in the house, they don't leave, dude. I'm telling you, I got one right now.
It's a dog-themed party, so devil dogs. I thought that was...
We heard you.
That was funny.
It's not
no,
funny.
Nicole said it's weird. It's not weird.
It's super weird that you guys are eating like food named after dogs in celebration of a dog's death. Like, imagine like you go to someone's funeral, right? And then they have like the weird like fucking party after the wake, like where you're just eating sandwiches after someone died, but it was all like themed after like a human.
Yeah, I would want that.
Like it would just be finger foods. like it's just, I always thought that was weird too. Like, I don't want to do this, like go to a wake and then do this like weird party after. Like, no.
I'm sorry. I think the best part of the wake is the devil dogs, quite honestly.
Or the deviled eggs. But yeah, so that's that in a nutshell. But what else is going on, Joe, before this falls off the fucking cliff?
Ryan, I'm going to just point this out because I think you're talking about me. He said Hannibal lecture shit. I think you meant Lecter.
It's Lecter. It's okay. He might have had a couple glasses of wine.
Yeah. I would like to watch Hannibal's lecture series. That would be.
Hey, don't make fun of our fans, bro. Don't make fun of our friends.
I'm being attacked.
You are, dude. It's just a weird party, but I'm glad you're getting out. I'm proud of you.
Getting out.
You are.
I'll rethink the devil dogs. Perhaps a different treat.
What are you doing for Father's Day?
Oh, God. I don't know. Probably gonna go out and get breakfast. Ryan, I'm sure it is a great series. I would think so. You said finger sandwiches. People are loving this.
I know. We are funny.
You were so worried about a Tuesday show.
And it's just it's going great. It's fantastic. And not like it's early in the week, so nothing like crazy has happened yet. Like in my job. Like I really didn't want to go to work today. I was in a wretched mood this morning, but I got out of it.
How?
I had to constantly remind myself, like today, like I had to like just be grateful. Like that was my mindset today. Like I had to remind myself just to be like, it's just a day and be grateful for stuff. And then as I get throughout my day and I'm talking to clients and I'm talking to people, and I'm like, you know what? My life is pretty good. But it was a struggle bus. Like but sometimes I think those days are the best days, right? Like when you get out of bed, you got to get through the day and you just feel like you don't have it. But then when you get to the end of the day, be like, you know what? I got through it. It was good. But it's a long day today. A lot of court stuff. I had a weird case yesterday and the lady just like left mid-trial.
Can you do that?
She did. She was wild. It was just like a pro se party. She's like, I'm just going home, and left. What do you keep reading? Yo, Ryan Aldridge. Who's that, Nicole?
She said today is Tequila Tuesday.
Big facts.
Ryan said that you know of because Natasha ain't there to tell you. Damn.
Dude, yo, keep talking shit, Ryan. See what happens when she gets back.
Everybody's fired up on a Tuesday, huh?
Yeah, dude. Everyone's feeling a little squirrely. Dude, they're not broken by the week.
Tequila Tuesday.
Yeah. I miss those days. But yeah, so tomorrow's a big day, and then it's gonna coast through the week. So it's what the mood I'm in right now. I'm coast through the week. Got the wedding on Saturday. And got a little court tomorrow. Gotta solve some problems. And that's it. That's all I got for today. I don't got a lot on deck today. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm hosting a golf tournament Friday.
Oh, is this the one with the kids stay home?
Yeah, no kids.
Yeah, I couldn't do that one.
Hashtag no kids.
That's horrible, bro. We're not gonna discuss that again, but
we're raising money for the kids so that they can have a free camp.
I know we've gone over this, and they're sad kids. And so while you're having fun, the kids just sit there and be sad in the house with no parents. It's horrible.
Well, maybe one parent.
No, these kids don't have any parents. They're orphans.
No, they're not orphans. They're grieving because they lost. It could be a grandparent. They just be down 1 out of 4.
So they're just at the house because they lost somebody.
No, why do you think they're at the house? They're probably out. Yeah, they could be in sports.
I don't understand what's going on, but I'm not getting down this rabbit hole today.
Kids don't enjoy golf tournaments. That's a fact.
That is lies, dude. Lies.
What kid do you know likes a golf tournament?
Everyone. There's soda and food and fun. I'm there, dude. It's all what kids want. Soda, food, and fun. That's FF. I made that up myself. I'm going to get a hat.
We sold the golf course out, and we literally are selling into the second one.
Brag about it. I'm not playing in it.
I'm not bragging about it. I'm saying
I get the day off.
I did good work for. I know it's too bad because that charity could certainly use
MPF
a heavy hitter.
Dude, I've been killing it. My golf game's fire right now. I figured out my driver. I have to use the force off of the ground. That's what TikTok said. It's working.
Okay.
That's Ryan Aldridge. He knows.
Ryan Aldridge said, when your dad wrecks the cart, it's fun.
Yo, big facts. That cost me $3,000 last year. That was an expensive fucking tournament.
What happened?
I tipped a cart over. The roof blew off. Tossed my partner out into the fairway and broke the frame, and then tried to continue to play golf and got yelled at. And my kid's baseball fundraiser. Talk about the fucking ride of shame. It was horrible, dude. I couldn't even stay for the dinner because I didn't want the dirty looks from the parents.
Good thing you're not a high-profile person or anything. That would be embarrassing.
Low key over here, dude. Low key.
I heard bullshit. He don't keep score.
Is that who's this? Ryan Siegel, or is that Ryan Aldridge?
I don't know, but all the Ryans got it out for you today.
They're fucking haters, bro. It's okay. I'll remember this shit. I will remember this shit. So this is the type of dumb shit I got to deal with at work, by the way. So I'm trying to get this divorce fucking done yesterday, right? So I represent the husband. Wife is pro se. So we go there.
Love that.
Right. And like, so she has a Japanese interpreter. But she's like, I don't need the interpreter. But she could be my witness. And I'm like looking around and I'm like, and she's like, I just don't understand law terms, but I thought she was saying wontons. And so she kept saying it, and I could tell the judge is confused. And I'm like, Your Honor, is she saying wontons?
What's a you?
Right. So, like, long story short, one of the terms is like, listen, she gets exclusive use and possession of the property. Seems pretty clear. Hey, lady, you get the house. And she's like, no, I want it to be inclusive. So I'm not homeless tomorrow. And I'm like, lady. Oh, and I was like, you get exclusive possession of the cats because this is what people pay me for to argue about fucking cats. She's like, no, I needed to say inclusive. And I'm like, that's not what that means, ma'am. I'm like, and so she freaked out and just walked out of the courthouse. And I'm like, what are you doing there?
She's playing hardball.
Oh my God, man. And it was like 4 hours of just this fucking Netflix special that I had to be a part of. And got nothing done. Like 0 things done. And it's just wontons.
I went into my boss's office today.
Yep.
And we talked for like 2 minutes. And then he said the words, well, you're fired.
How did it work?
I just went back down the hall to do my job. But yeah.
Natasha. That's what Natasha does.
Yeah.
I fire Natasha at least 3 times a week.
Yeah, that's the first time I got that. You're fired. Like, I'm going to go.
Yeah, I'm just going to pretend like you didn't say
back
that.
Down the hall doing my job.
That's how I became partners with my law partners. Like, well, specifically Matt. So Matt Mancini had an office already. And I don't think his wife wanted to be partners at the time because I'm me. And so he had an office. So I just sat down one day and just never left. Like, I refused to leave. I was like a squatter for like 6 months. Because I don't take no for an answer, Joe. Fuck that noise.
That's why he's here.
That's why I'm here, guys. But that's another life lesson for today. When someone says no, just walk away and say, I'm going to go back to my room.
Nicole said, I really need to bring snacks and watch your cases. No. Ryan will support Natasha.
Oh, I forgot. Here we go. Here's the argument. So Ryan likes to say Natasha doesn't need to work. So that's all I got to hear at the office. So glad you put that on the internet, Ryan, because we're going to talk about that on, I think she's actually coming back early on Friday. So we'll have a discussion about that.
Meeting at noon.
Apparently she didn't need that raise.
Oh, no.
Apparently she didn't need that health insurance.
The raise has been canceled.
Boom. Are we doing a card already?
Let's go to the card.
What is your earliest memory?
Oh, my God. I could tell you that right now. My earliest memory. I was 4 years old, and my father took me to Bradley's.
On Route 6 in Bristol?
Yeah. And I was looking at a section of Star Wars figures, and I had a lot of them. And I was moving some, and I knocked a whole bunch of them over. And this little black kid walked over to me, and he goes, "What you doing?" I go, "Oh, I'm just looking." And he goes, "No, you ain't. You making a mess." And I ran to go find my father. That's my earliest memory in life.
I remember when the doctors were discussing whether my mom was going to get a C-section or natural birth. And I just remember coming out of my mom and seeing the light for the first time. Yo, imagine. I always thought that freaks me out. Like, imagine if your memory went that far back. Right? Would you ever be able to make eye contact with your mom again?
No.
Right? That's why that.
I'm glad your mom's not watching right now. And if she is, she's just not commenting, which I would prefer right now.
Memory. Probably like my first significant memory is when I got my like tonsils out.
How old?
I don't remember. It's probably young, maybe 6. Does that sound about right? And I remember because like they bring in this bed, and back then it was like a fucking cage. It had like fucking railings, and you're just stuck in this fucking bed. And I'm just looking around, and just like people were under anesthesia, so it looked like a morgue. And I'm like, what is going on? But my mom gave me this Garfield, and it's still in my closet today. And I remember this doctor, I was like freaking out because I was soft back then. I wasn't hardened yet like I am now. And he like blew up a rubber glove and like drew a face on it. So I just kept hitting it on my fucking bed. So he had to come keep saying hi to me. Because I needed some attention because I wasn't hardened yet by the Bristol streets. But yeah, it's probably like my first memory besides the ass kickers my mom would give me, but we don't want to talk about that because I don't think the statute of limitations have passed yet.
I also can remember being in my parents' front yard, and it was summertime, and I want to say it was either 79 or 80. But I remember being outside, and because I did something, and I was just I talked about this on air the other day. I was outside with my ball and my glove.
Yep.
And I was throwing the ball up to myself and catching it. And the sun was big and bright. And I decided to see how long I could stare into the sun.
How did that work out?
I did pretty good. I saw spots for a while afterwards, but I'll never forget that. It was so weird. I remember what I was wearing. I had those little short shorts. You know, the ones with the white stripes down the side.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I had socks up to my knees, blue stripes, and a Yankee shirt and a Yankee hat. I can see it in my mind right now, just looking up at the sun.
Who was your first crush?
My first crush was a girl named Maura White.
How old were you?
I'm 49.
Yep.
It was kindergarten. We were hanging out outside of school after the last day of school, and I kissed her.
In kindergarten?
Yeah.
Like a full-on kiss, or was it like
oh yeah, kiss? With tongue, ding dong. No, I kissed her. It's like, nah.
So I had,
and it's funny because I swear to God, about 5 days ago, she reached out to me on Facebook. She wants no, I'm just kidding.
She wants another shot?
No, this is hilarious. Her niece is getting into the radio biz, and she was like, hey, I thought of you. Would you mind talking to her?
Did you ask her about that kiss? Do you think she remembers it?
I mean, why else would she hit me up 45 years later, dog? No, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I hope she's listening. And
I've known this girl practically my entire life.
Interesting.
And she's still gorgeous, by the way, going on 49.
In case you're
just putting it out there. She is.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I was the cutest girl in kindergarten. And I mean, again, at 49, like.
So I didn't have, I wasn't a pervert, right? So.
You lead off with, I'm not a pervert.
Well,
it sounds like you're about to tell a story where you come across a little perverted.
I'm not. So I am a cougar hunter. I just love older chicks. I can't say broad. Oh, by the way, I can't say broads. I just found out you can't call women broads.
You know why?
Because my wife said so.
Because it's not 1946. That's why. Hey, broad.
No,
go make me a drink and get my slippers. No, what are you, insane?
So I was at home last night. I was talking about the fucking wonton lady, and I'm like, this just a dumb broad, and immediately come out of my mouth, I sounded like my grandfather.
Oh my God, you're like Archie Bunker. The dumb broad.
But my mom used to say that shit all the time, right?
Yes, in the 70s. What are you talking about?
But I'm like,
Have you not heard anybody talk shit since the 70s? What are you talking about?
Okay, I guess I'm on the island.
Oh, look at this dame. She's the bee's knees. What?
Can't say broad. That
Oh
was...
my God.
Like, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't like, hey, broad, give me the fucking roast beef. It was just, where's my Salisbury steak? Yeah, I guess that. So I learned that yesterday. So my first similar age crush was Katie Bernash in 4th grade. I remember back then, she was the hottest chick in class. And I got to eat all the chicken patties at lunch because everyone would give me their chicken patties at lunch because I was dating Katie. Then she moved one day, out of nowhere. And she just left me. That one hurt for a while. Hope she's doing well now, but I was really sad. But I had the biggest crush on Miss Jones, my second 1st grade teacher.
You got issues. Not as bad as Nicole. Nicole's parents forgot her in a McDonald's bathroom on a road trip to visit family in Canada. She still has trauma.
Yes, that's legendary.
That'll do it.
My mom will tell, I don't remember this because I was too young, but we were living in an apartment. Legend has it. So I think it was a 3rd story. So I guess I wandered out into the hallway and I started screaming. My mom comes out and I was hanging on to the railing with one arm. That's how strong I was back then. I was like a little baby Tarzan.
Yeah, the man.
And she just sat there and laughed at me, she said, which I have no doubt my mom was a complete psychopath back then. But yeah, Miss Jones was probably my first crush. Her husband was an astronaut. I mean, she was older. She was my 1st grade teacher. Smoke show. We got to go to her house for our end of year party. Trying to put the moves on, but it didn't work out. And then Katie Bernash.
All right, pervert. I got 2 more I'm going to tell you real quick. When I was 4 years old, it was right after nursery school one day. I was minding my own business, watching some cartoons, and a car came speeding up. I lived on a cul-de-sac, and the car came up, got to the cul-de-sac, stopped, and the guy got out, and he ran into the woods. It's a hill by a construction company. And a dozen cop cars, state troopers, Meriden cops, and other cop cars, they all came flying up my street. And they're all over this big circular cul-de-sac. All these cops get out. And because it's 1980, my mother was sound asleep. And I, for Halloween that year, had dressed up as Ponch from Chips.
Chips, yeah.
And so I got my Chips outfit.
And you went up there.
I got a picture. I literally got a picture. I suited up. I got on my big wheel. And I rode out. And literally the cops put me in one of the cars. And I took a bunch of pictures and stuff. I will never forget that. And I'm so glad that happened because 2 months later, we go to New York City. And we went to Madison Square Garden to see the Ice Capades.
Oh, you remember the Ice Capades?
I remember the Ice Capades. And I was standing in line and I was holding my aunt's hand and she was holding her son's hand. So we were on either side. And my hand got all sweaty for a second. So I took my hand, I let go of hers and I wiped my hand on my pants. And then I reached back up and I grabbed her hand. And after a couple of seconds, I turned and looked and it was a man. And I was like, oh. And I looked around. I didn't see anybody. And so for some reason, I started walking out.
Yep.
As opposed to down towards seats. And I'll never forget. I can still see it. In the darkness of Madison Square Garden, I just saw a badge. And I walked over to this cop and I said, "Excuse me, policeman, I'm lost. I can't find my mom." And he picked me up and he got his flashlight and we walked around and all of a sudden and my mom's like, "Joey!" And he was like, "Is that your mom?" Had my chance.
For what?
Should have told him no. Take me back to the station.
That is, your mom.
So like an orphanage you could bring me to or something.
Like, how long did it take? I don't think my mom ever lost me. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had that one. Everyone has that story, and I think my mom just loved me more than any other mom loved their child.
Or maybe you just weren't adventurous.
No, because like I'd go to the store, right? Like I go to like Caldors or Bradley's, and I was a pervert, so I'd go look at like all the books on the shelves that were like pregnancy books, because that was the only time you got to see boobs.
You understand that the pedophiles that were there looking for kids recognized game. They're like, this is one of us. Let that one be.
I'm like, let me get that medical encyclopedia, Mom. You had to get see, but that's a difference between kids now and like when we were kids. Like you had to get creative with that stuff, right?
Mhm.
Like you didn't have access to it, so you had to be like creeping while your mom was like putting your clothes on layaway, and you're like hauling ass through fucking weird fucking pregnancy books trying to catch a boob. You know, like, or you're trying to creep around the back corner of X Factor off of Route 6. Hoping no one recognizes you. No, these kids got it made. That's why there's a bunch of weird shit going on, because there's just too much access to it. Right. And then these kids, like, they watch it on the fucking on their Pornhub account, their premium edition, and then they meet a chick and be like, bro, that's not how that goes down. Dude.
Bro, that JCPenney catalog, though.
Dude,
what?
Yes. Yeah, your skate, you fold over the corners of where you could almost see through the bra.
Damn.
With the squiggly vision. Remember, it was like 9:58 and it would click over to pervert vision at 10. So you're just trying to catch that green boob, that free like 30 seconds of the soft porn. Kids don't have it. They don't know the struggle. They gotta get back to that. That was fun, dude. My mom was like, yo, where's my JCPenney catalog? Don't worry about it. Never came in. Dad has it. Fucking dad has it.
Let's do another card. That was a good one. That's a very good card. Wow, that brought a lot of
that was fun, actually.
Wow.
Oh, this is a good one. I like this one. We're gonna do this one first. What do you think happens after death? I love these conversations.
Well, listen, I grew up Roman Catholic. It's an altar boy, the whole nine.
That you were.
I think after you die, not a goddamn thing. I think that's it. It's over. It's like before you were born. Just nothing. That's what I think happens.
Do you think your energy like goes back into the universe?
I do. Yes. So from my understanding of science, and I don't know a whole lot, but I like to read about it, and I watch a lot of scientists and people like that because I'm into it. I want to know more about it. Your energy has always existed in the universe. All of ours has. And also you're made up of stardust.
Okay, this is
I'm serious. Carbon, oxygen, helium. Those are like the essential elements. Hydrogen, that's what we're all made of. Everything in the universe.
So your dad's ball sack was just full with stardust, and he's just shooting stardust out.
No, human beings were created, and the original bacterium that eventually turned into us literally was stardust.
I don't know about that.
You don't understand chemistry. That's fine.
No, I don't.
What do you think happens to us after death?
Absolutely nothing. I'm with you on that one. Although I did hear something interesting today. This is actually funny. That was the card. So this guy way smarter than me, right? Like they were asking if he believes in aliens. And he said no. He's like, because what had to happen for us to become us is impossible to replicate. Like the first meteor, like it had to happen in the order it happened for us to be here, and the chances of that happening. So it was actually kind of like that conversation, but I think we just die. Like that's it. But I do think there's aliens.
Well, there are
not the ones that Trump talks about either. Like,
yeah, there's approximately 400 billion planets in the universe. And the chances of there not being life is slim. The problem is, it's two things.
Yeah.
Number one, the universe is expanding. And so things that we could potentially see, and if it's all going so much further away from us that within about 20 years, what we see in the sky is going to be gone, a lot of it, and we'll never see it again. It's amazing that we're living now to witness it, or in the future, if we didn't see it, we wouldn't even know that shit's out there.
Yep.
Which I think is pretty insane. I don't know. I think there's probably outside our observable galaxy, I'm sure that there's got to be life. There's actually, we know that there's life on other planets, like bacterium and stuff. You're talking about intelligent aliens.
Yeah.
I think, to your point, I think you needed because again, I mean, the dinosaurs were on this planet for like 120 million years.
Correct.
That wasn't going anywhere. Like, they were never going to evolve. People are like, how come they didn't evolve to think? Intelligence actually isn't necessary for survival.
Correct.
To the point where primates were down to a handful and nearly wiped off the face of the earth. So,
like, if the dinosaurs weren't destroyed, we wouldn't be sitting here.
Correct. Yeah.
That's the whole point.
The precursor to mammals is only 100 million years old.
Yeah.
It literally emerged after the dinosaurs fell. That was a niche that needed to be filled, and that little rodent type thing lived in trees, and that eventually turned into apes, which we branched off the ape group, and here we are.
Yeah. That's why I'm fascinated with, like, I love fucking, like, well, cat pause. I was gonna say I love fucking apes, but that sounded so bad.
At the 51:47 mark, that's our promo for next week. Vinny, I love fucking apes.
That was just
Tune in next week when I ask Vin to prove it.
That's gonna be my homework assignment for next week. Last week I had to rekindle a friend. This week I'm fucking ape. Oh, no, just mute
goals.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Goals, and don't shoot low.
That is wild. So, speaking of aliens, yo, have you been watching this shit in LA? Because it is fucking wild. The fact that we just unleashed a bunch of Marines, like, in LA, is just like, it's crazy. And oh wait, bye. Before we go into it, I was in Meriden yesterday, and I'm looking out the window, and here comes the ICE. SWAT cars everywhere, like full unis, AKs.
They're lucky it was Maloney High School. You try to pull that shit at Platt.
It was like right across the street, and it was like a 74-year-old Polish dude, and like guns blazing, like this dude was El Chapo. And I'm like, what are we doing?
Well, no more due process, unfortunately.
No. It's the Home Depot gang they're after.
Good
right
Lord.
now.
Yeah. Listen, if you're pro this and you're pro Trump, just consider this. That probably in 4 years from now, there's going to be a Democrat in the White House, because the way you guys are fucking this up right now, it seems
wild.
highly unlikely you're going to hold on to this.
Dude,
is my guess. I'll say this: probably by the midterms, you lose everything.
Did you see the reporter get hit with a rubber bullet?
Yes, that guy was like, reporter. Doop.
She has an accent. You're coming with me, lady. It's crazy. Like, but here's the problem I have, though. I will say about protesting. I'm all about protesting, but then when it starts looting, which drives me fucking crazy, because then your message gets mixed. You get the people who are out there trying to do good, send a good message, and then you just get the people who are just breaking into Louis Vuitton, going fucking buck wild. So it's
I love those people. Those people that are like, you know what? Listen, while you guys are sorting out your shit, I'm gonna sort out some Louis. Look at this: Ryan Aldrich, Maloney, class of '94. Nicole Maloney, class of '95. I am Platt, class of '93. How about that? What are the chances that we'd all be together tonight, representing?
It's the Lord. The Lord has brought us together.
So, what was the question again? Do we already answer it?
No.
What is it?
This was not fun, though. I'm gonna do.
Oh, back to my thing for a second. Do you realize that if the Democrats get back in power, this is going to be a problem?
Oh yes, that's
Look at Nicole is such a hater. Really, Nicole? Come on. No, I know you're just kidding. It's all good. I used to have a Platt banner hanging up over here. I took it down. I don't want to piss anybody off. I said, let's jump them. Listen, Donald Trump threatened earlier today that if there were any protesters at his birthday party this coming Saturday, that basically he's going to kill you. Now listen, if you love Donald Trump and you think he's the best president we've ever had, that's your prerogative, okay? This guy's saying some fucked up shit right now. And you have to be smart enough and brave enough to be like, whoa, dog, no. We're not plucking fucking American citizens off the streets and whatnot. We're not doing that. We're never doing that. And nobody should ever get behind that. And I'll tell you another thing. I mean, I think people really are so dumb, and I mean everybody. So I'll be offended by what I'm saying here. People on the left, right, they want you to lose your gun rights. People on the right want you to lose your abortion rights. Idiots all around.
Yep.
Why would you? There are how many rights do we have in the Constitution, Ben? There's 27 amendments, and fucking some of them have nothing to do with your rights.
Yep.
Okay? We're dealing with a limited amount of rights. And you're like, well, they get the fuck out of here, idiot.
Jesus.
We have a few rights.
Yeah.
You want to fucking give them back because you want to suck the president's dick? Are you serious? That guy doesn't give a fuck about you. That guy gives a fuck about you as much as Obama gave a fuck about anybody or George Bush.
Yeah,
Pick a guy. They don't give a shit about you. They don't. Elon Musk is a piece of shit. I thought that when he was a liberal. I think it now. And I think even now that he's broken up, I still think he's a piece of shit.
Jesus, this is going crazy.
I don't listen. I don't listen.
My bad, everybody.
Sometimes there's this thing where you're like, yo, that guy's so smart. He's fucking smart for what? Smart for what? Because he fucking bought a company that blew up and then sold it? No. And listen, even if he is a genius, does that make him right about your shit? No, you.
No.
Come on.
Jesus. I was just trying to be like entertaining.
Oh, thanks for throwing me a bone.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's hilarious that the president's going to have a parade with tanks in it in the military when he was the biggest draft dodger.
five deferments. You want a military parade, you piece of shit?
Let me spend the $140 million on a parade for me.
Go to Mar-a-Lago and fucking golf like 38 rounds. Like, go to fucking town, dude. Give me a break. Tanks?
But
idiots.
It's crazy. Like, it's just, I think people, illegal immigrants and things like our country was built on immigrants. Like, this is like everyone here could trace their lineage back to an immigrant, right? But like, instead of trying to solve the problem on how to make the process easier for someone to become a citizen, right? Instead of saying, hey, we'll give you $1,000, a fluff sandwich, and some stuffed animals for your kids to get the fuck out of the country. Why not give them $1,000? Like, here, this will help you become a citizen. Like, what do we like? Because it is like mission impossible to get it done here, right?
Do you realize that there's fruit in California and Florida that is rotting on the fucking vine?
Yeah.
Because we don't have anybody to pick that shit for 10 cents a day.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Do you know that there's cattle farms in Wyoming and the fucking staff ain't showing up right now?
Yeah, because they don't want to get picked up.
Because we're fucking idiots. So you'll see that there'll be a milk shortage and a meat shortage. Why? To own the libs? I mean, give me a fucking break, dude.
Dude, we were at
these guys are not operating on an intelligent system. They're just trying to feed into fear and racism, and it's a fucking success.
Dude.
Shame on America that we're that fucking duped honestly, by fucking morons. It's not even like these guys are good at this shit. I mean, it's pathetic. It really is. And it's doing more damage than it is good.
I was in New Britain, and an attorney was giving his client a ride home. I think this guy was Ukrainian, like 71. Attorney gets in the car with his client. SWAT cars everywhere again. Guns out, the whole shebang. And pulls this guy. And the attorney thought he was going to die. Right? Like, and listen, there's laws. You got to be a citizen. Like, I get all of that. But there is due process for a reason.
Well, but I don't mean to correct you, counselor, but due process is due to anybody who is on United States soil.
Well, no, but that's my whole point.
Yeah. All right.
It's not just for...
You know that.
Yeah, no, it's not
Say
just...
It's Let them know that. That's the thing.
For like if you're here, you get to reap the benefits of it.
Yes.
And that's just the way it works. It's been like that. And for everyone bitching about this country, we still have the best country. I mean, it might be
by a fucking mile.
It's not even close, right?
Well, again, I heard Donald Trump saying people that protest this country hate it. No,
but that's the perks of being here.
That's not how that works.
Yeah. Like P.S. Make America great again. When were we not great? Take a look at the rest of the world. You want to know why people are dying trying to come here? Because it's way better than anywhere else. You ran out, didn't you? You got to the end, like powder part, didn't you?
Yeah, I wasn't.
For our non-viewers, we just got to the pulp of our our kava drink.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know it had pulp.
Yeah, so all right, we're gonna get off this topic and try to straighten this.
No, I'm done. I said my piece.
No, I appreciate it though because it's aggravating. It's but it's also wild. It's like a big human experiment.
Oh, also, Trump said eggs are down 400% earlier this week, which doesn't make a lick of fucking sense. They were down 400%. You would buy eggs and they would hand you cash.
That's another. You know what I love when people say that, like, I'm gonna give 120%.
Yeah, what is that? Like, where are you getting that other 20?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
What are we doing?
Yeah,
what are we doing here?
Are we on some 120 point limit scale? What are you talking about? Oh, I hate that too. 110%. Get the fuck out of here.
When the people are just sitting in the background nodding, like,
you know who says they're going to give 110%? Somebody who's about to mail some bullshit in. That's who says that.
We are not making
Thanks
friends.
to Trump and Canada, my new hot tub can't be shipped. I had to pay. See this fucking guy? I'm telling you.
First world problem.
Yeah. But you know what? We do have first world problems. He was supposed to fucking fix everything. And everything's broken.
And I can't get my hot tub. Cold. Privileged. Unbelievable.
That's bullshit. You should get your hot tub here right now. Jesus Christ. Why should you go without?
Yeah. How are those people getting deported? I want my goddamn hot tub. And those poor kids that are only going to get $1 instead of 30.
Let's deport people to Canada, and then on the way back, we could bring the hot tubs.
Yeah, there it is.
Two birds, one stone.
There it is.
Yeah. See, that's thinking right there.
I'm going to let you read this question because this is going to change the tone of the conversation.
What went wrong?
I can't even not laugh on this.
What went wrong in your last relationship?
Joe, do tell. Was it your fault?
No, I was married to a sociopath, a pathological liar.
Was there anything that you did to contribute to the demise of your last relationship? There it is. That's the question.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. I told her because she had taken our children to Georgia, where she was decided to relocate when she got there. She told me her father was dying. He wasn't. And yeah. Anyway, I called her up because I talked to a lawyer, and he was like, "Just get her back here, and as soon as we get her ass here, we'll serve her." So I called her up and I was like, "Hey, if you could bring the kids back up here, we could talk and I'll let you take them back to Georgia. But you got to bring them back first." She did, and she was back for, I don't know, 8-9 minutes when the marshal showed up with divorce papers, giving me full custody of the kids. It was a joyous day. So that's the role I played in it. Otherwise, I was bamboozled.
I'm going to go to mine, but kind of along those lines, because attorneys are big pieces of shit. So I talked to a lady last week, and I'm like, listen, she's like, she wants to move to another state with her kids. And I'm like, well, there's a proper process for it. Don't do it now, because as soon as the dad gets wind, he's going to file an emergency motion. You're going to be behind the 8 ball because you look like crazy fucking mom. So she calls my office today. It was like, I'm just letting you know I talked to the attorney. And the attorney's like, definitely take off with the kids and then just file an action down there. And I'm like, well, one, you can't, because you got to be down there at least 6 months to get jurisdiction. 2, that's crazy talk. And she's like, yeah, but, and she said she only charged me this. And I'm like, then go with that lady. But like the crazy advice that these smart fucking people are giving is insane. Like insane. Like whoever's listening out there thinking about running with your kids, unless you're heading out of the country, then, say la vie.
Yeah, to a non-extradition country.
Yeah. What went wrong in your last relationship or situation? Well, I mean, I'm going to read it as, what did I do to contribute to the ruin of my last relationship? Fucking nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I know. I will say it was just communication with me. I didn't really talk much, which is odd. But I wasn't very I just shut down when I got home. Didn't want to talk about my shit. So I will say I don't up to that. It's very mature. I mean, I also
sounds like she was just the wrong person.
Yeah, obviously. Because now I'm with my lovely wife, which I won't talk about because you get very mad.
Oh my God. Just fucking shut up about it.
I
know.
She is great. But yeah, that's probably the only thing. Other than that, I'm not the one who was, opening the legs and doing the deed. But yeah, I probably could have been a little more open. Probably wouldn't have changed much, but tomorrow I'll be at a high school graduation, and which is wild, by the way. Like wild. Like if you would have told me 6 years ago I would have been at a high school graduation or going to high school grad parties.
Yeah, I swear to God.
But yeah, I think that's it. I think we got time for one more question. Are we gonna give out a homework assignment?
Yeah, let's do another one.
We're gonna do another one?
Yeah, we'll make
a homework assignment.
Well, we can make well, let's see what it is. Maybe we can make it the homework.
I'm gonna let
assignment.
you pick. I've been picking some crappy ones.
All right.
I don't think any of our listeners did what we asked them to do last week, but this is a new crew.
Maybe they did. We'll find out. If you took the homework assignment, let us know. Oh shit. Ready?
Oh, we're ending on a good one. Yes.
Next week's hot topic. Okay. Next week's show, I think, should be focused right around this question.
Oh, we gotta leave the card out then.
Yeah.
Oh boy. We're not gonna do this tonight.
What is your most controversial opinion?
Oh man.
I think that should be fun. What is your most controversial opinion?
Bring it next week. I want to hear the heat next week.
I think that's going to be fun.
Ryan Aldridge is definitely going to log in for this one. This guy's got some hot takes.
Listen.
Hot takes.
Take your homework assignment seriously. We'll be back next Thursday.
Yeah.
Your most controversial opinion. We will share ours. We want to know what yours are.
We should, me and you should guess each other's most controversial opinions.
That could be a fun little game.
Yeah.
We got an extra day, too. We're there to prep it up.
Yeah. I don't know if I have any. I think like everything I say is pretty like iffy. I'm like,
We'll crack a nut. We'll figure it out.
I think it might be the broads.
Yeah, maybe stop saying that.
To all my broads out there listening tonight, thank you.
I thought when I called my friend a lady, an old lady, or whatever I said, what did I call her? An old lady, I think I said. A lady I work with. That's better than broad.
No, you know what it was?
So broad.
Going back to the other question, like early childhood memories. My mom worked at Mickey D's, and she would just say crazy, but she'd just be like, she'd get mad at someone, like some lady in car, like a broad, like a bunch of F words and broad. It's fucking broad at work, and I'm like, and it was just great. She'd come home smelling like fucking French fry grease and fucking broad. She was great. Good old mom. She's not here right now. She didn't know we were on. But my mom, that's where I got her from. And my mom used to make, you know what I'm going to do for my homework assignment? Because my mom will listen next week. I'm just going to make a list of all the crazy swear words my mom used to say. Because she just put like two nasty words together and just made it a thing.
No comma in between.
Oh, no. It was weird because my mom was like, back when she kind of had her wits with her, my mom's smart, but like she would like proofread it like it was like crazy. And then I just don't know what happened. She just said, fuck it with punctuation and grammar. And it's unbelievable. It's like just like a salt shaker of punctuation marks. All right, guys, it's been fun. Change your plans. It's me, Vin, it's Joe. It's what we do. Check me out, changeyourplansct.com. No one ever hires me as a life coach, but at least you guys come here and watch me. And also, if you know anyone throwing a party for a dog that died and needs a new dog, and shout out to Nicole, keep your head up. It's no fun losing a pet. Don't laugh, Joe.
It's not funny. And devil dogs are inappropriate.
Yes, but if you're gonna go to a dog party, bring a dog and no devil dogs. Finger foods out.